Yo, MTV, that's my crib. Come on, come inside. Let me show you.
Hey, what's up, girl?
All right, so this is the foyer right here. This is where my peeps come in the house. You see my house, they'd be like, "Damn, girl." I'm like, "I know." So we come in here, right? And this is the other foyer. And this is how I get to my garage. Yo, this is where I keep my Cadillac. This is where I keep my Harley. I got them all in the other garage right now. I didn't want to show off. I didn't want you to be embarrassed. So now we're gonna come back in right this way. This is my laundry room. You know, this is where I keep looking fresh and fly for all my trips in the world getting at me. Alright, so then we come this way, right? This is the kitchen. Oh, look, that's my mom and dad.
Hey.
Say hi, MTV.
Hi, MTV. Thanks for having us over, Julia. We love it.
Alright, so this is my dining area. I just got a chair. This is where I dine, on this chair in this area, in the dining area. So then we come this way, right? This is the family room. This is where my family stays, in this room, mostly, because this room for my family.
You sleep on the rug. It's nice.
My family sits on the carpets in the family room.
It's nice, rug.
Sometimes we get warm by the fire in the family room with my family. So then we come this way, right? This is our other little eating nook. I got my pizza, you know, I was eating in my eating nook. So then we come this way. This is my parents' crib. You know, they couldn't really afford their house, and I figured I had all my millions, and I figured I'd let them stay in here. So they're in the room, their stuff in. This is their closet, they gotta get all their crap in here. This is their bathroom. You know, you need to take a bath, like, bathe in the bathroom. Alright, so then we come this way. Coming back through the kitchen. This is my mom and pops again.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
So then we come this way, right? We just go down these stairs in the basement. I know what you're thinking, it's a little small, but I mean, I wasn't planning on having that many people over. I wasn't trying to have too many wild parties, so I figured this was a good size. And I didn't get the full bar. I decided to downsize, and I only got the half. This one only has one fridge and one freezer. Can't keep as much food in there, but you know, I sacrifice, I do what I have to do. So then we come this way. This is the bathroom. And this is my area where I gotta hang stuff on the walls, and you know, when my tricks be hollering at me, they can leave their clothes there for when they're going to the pool. And I just decided to paint this quote on the wall because I thought it was pretty beautiful and thought this represented how I'd like to live my life in this house. Thought that was my new attitude. So over in here, come in, it's a little tight. It's gonna be a little tight, it's gonna be a squeeze. But you know, this is where tricks be doing their business. And I try not to keep mirrors in the house because I try not to be vain. So then we come in here. This is my room. This is, you know, where I'm gonna be living, where I'm gonna be spending most of my time in this room because it's mine. And here, I got my bathroom. That's where I herb derp. Over here, that's where I try to. I mean, I figure I know I look good, so I don't really need to have that idea reinforced to me constantly. I'm sorry. So, lost my cool yelp. So out here, and take a look at the pool. This door just slides right open real easy without any challenge. This is my pool. Over here, we got the steps. right down to the pool area. And this pool is pretty deep. I don't really know how deep, but you know, I didn't really ask because I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Just because I'm used to having a deep pool, I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable if they thought that it wasn't deep enough for me, because I'm really trying to downsize. So I really didn't want to make this a big issue. I mean, I didn't even care if we had a pool. I thought it would only be really small. So didn't want to make anyone feel bad about themselves when they were building this house. So we're just gonna head back inside right now. You can come back in the sliding door without incident. So that's my other fireplace where my tricks can be keeping warm. So I don't want any cold biddies up in this house. So try to just keep some hot ones in this house. So I'm really trying to keep it simple. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just trying to minimalize because, you know, I'm trying to downsize. So I figured I didn't need a lot of decorations because I figured it already looked good. So I didn't really want to do overkill and make anyone think that I was, you know, overkilling it. So this room, I decided it would be a good idea to just keep the theme going throughout the house. So I figured since we're all connected as one, I would put this pipe here to remind us that we're always connected. So that's what the pipe is for. Down here we have the family room with, you know, some of my family chilling in that room. So sometimes I just like to come up here and just look down on my family when they're in the family room and just be reminded about how lucky I am. And they're usually pretty close to me because this house is pretty small because I was just trying to downsize. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of room, but I'm always close to my family, which is what's most important in life. So I think that's important. So over here, we have the first guest room. I mean, I just wanted to try and paint it a very neutral color. I didn't want to make anything too feminine or too masculine. So I went with this purple because I figured it was gender neutral. So I figured, you know, anyone could move in at any given moment. So that's that room. So over here, we have the other room, which I had green. So this was my other choice instead of my other room in the basement. But this one was a little too big. I didn't want anyone to think I was, you know, too full of myself or that I needed a bigger room than anyone else. So I chose that smaller room in the basement because I really try and put others before myself. So this is the bathroom. This is, you know, I mean, I have a couple mirrors, but not right in front. So when you just directly look when you're washing your hands, so that you don't get too focused on what you look like. And I figure since I'm gonna have other people staying in here, you know, sometimes like other people might be a little bit more vain than me, so they might need to check their appearance because they might not be, you know, as comfortable with themselves. They might not know that they look as good as they do. So this is just for a reminder that everyone's beautiful and that we're all equal. So this is you know, where people can do some more business. Some of them tricks can do business in here. Or, you know, herp derp, whichever one they want to do. So we're just going to go this way. So over here is one of my closets. It's just like kind of where I just like to keep some of my stuff, you feel me? In this room, this is my brother's room. I figured I'd give him this one because, you know, it's a little bigger and it has a kind of cool shape. You know, my brother's big on cool shapes, so I figured he would appreciate this. And then over here is another bathroom. You know, my brother and I are a lot alike. We don't really like to think that we're, you know, too full of ourselves. So, but then I just had this reinforcement mirror just in case, so that he could just check in case he thought that he wasn't looking as good as he does. So, and we're gonna come this way. It's a good thing the locks work. I just want my family to be safe. So out here, this is the patio. You know, this is just kind of like, there's like barely room to come out, but like it's just big enough so that, you know, if you need a little space, you can come out, but like you don't feel like overwhelmed with like all of the space around you. I just thought I would just make it a little getaway if someone needs to come outside and take a break. So you can see we're on top of the other garage where, and then my Harley and like, actually like my Corvette's like right down there. And then that's my Hummer over here. So, and my Escalade is over there too. I don't know if you can see it. You know, it's not that big of a car. So coming back in, I just lock my door so that, you know, my family's always safe. So we're just gonna come this way and come back down the stairs. So yeah, I mean, you got the full tour. You got, you know, the upstairs. Got to see, you know, some of my cars, some of my rides, and got to see my room and my pool. And you know, that's just basically how I like to live my life. What are you still doing here? Get the hell out of my house.